Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video, and this is my Los Angeles Angels at Arizona Diamondbacks series recap. So I already recapped game one, but we're going to recap it again because we're going to do the whole series recap, and then we're going to do a Chicago White Sox at Arizona Diamondbacks series preview. Which that series begins tonight. So stay tuned for that. We got Ryan Nelson on the mound tonight against the Chicago White Sox. But in game one of the Los Angeles Angels series, the Arizona Diamondbacks beat the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 9-4. The Diamondbacks scored 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, 3 in the seventh. The Angels scored 2 in the third, 1 in the sixth, 1 in the eighth. The Angels had 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors in game one. The Diamondbacks had 9 runs, 15 hits, no errors in game one. The loss goes to Jose Suarez. He's 1-1 with a 7.08 ERA. The win goes to Jordan Montgomery. He's 4-4 with a 6.58 ERA. So, scoring in game one. Corbin Carroll tripled his 5th of the season on a sharp line drive to center fielder Kevin Pillar. Randall Grichuk scored, and it's 1-0 Diamondbacks. Geraldo Perdomo, welcome back, buddy. Singled on a sharp line drive to left fielder Taylor Ward. Corbin Carroll scored, Blaze Alexander to second, and it's an RBI single by Geraldo Perdomo, and it's 2-0 Diamondbacks. Then in the top of the third, Taylor Ward doubled his 12th of the season on a sharp line drive to center fielder Corbin Carroll. Michael Stefanik scored, and it's 2-1 Diamondbacks. And then Kevin Pillar hits a ground rule double, his 7th of the season on a fly ball to right center field. Taylor Ward scores, and it's a 2-2 game. And then in the bottom of the third, Randall Grichuk hits a 2-run home run, his 2nd of the season on a fly ball to left center field. Gabriel Moreno scored, and it's 4-2 Diamondbacks. Wild pitch by pitcher Carson Fulmer. Randall Grichuk scored. Eugenio Suarez to third. Corbin Carroll to second, and it's 5-2 Diamondbacks. Top of the 6th, Taylor Ward hits a solo home run, his 12th of the season on a fly ball to left field, and it's 5-3 Diamondbacks. Then in the bottom of the 6th, Gabriel Moreno doubled his 10th of the season on a sharp line drive to center fielder Kevin Pillar. Ketel Marte scored, and it's 6-3 Diamondbacks. Then in the bottom of the 7th, Gabriel Moreno, an RBI single on a ground ball to right field, Joe Adell. Corbin Carroll scored. Geraldo Perdomo to third, Ketel Marte to second, and it's 7-3 Diamondbacks. Then Lourdes Gurriel Jr. hits a 2-run single on a ground ball to left fielder Taylor Ward. Geraldo Perdomo scored. Ketel Marte scored. Gabriel Moreno to second, and it's 9-3 Diamondbacks. And then Matt Dice doubled his 4th of the season on a sharp fly ball to center fielder Corbin Carroll. Mickey Moniak scored. Willie Calhoun to third, and it's 9-4 Diamondbacks, and that would be your final in game one. So it was a good series with the LA Angels of Anaheim. They came in looking to keep their winning streak going. In game one, the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte had 2 at-bats. He had 2 runs, no hits, no RBIs, 3 walks, no strikeouts. Has a .279 average and a .846 OPS. Gabriel Moreno had 5 at-bats. He had 1 run, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout, a .240 average, and a .659 OPS. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. had 5 at-bats. He had no runs, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, a .254 average, and a .702 OPS. Christian Walker had 5 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, a .251 average, and a .783 OPS. Randall Grichuk had 4 at-bats. He had 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, a .316 average, and a .847 OPS. Jake McCarthy had no at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, a .282 average, and a .769 OPS. Eugenio Suarez had 4 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, a .197 average, and a .575 OPS. Corbin Carroll had 4 at-bats. He had 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 RBI, 1 walk, no strikeouts, a .213 average, and a .609 OPS. Blaze Alexander had 2 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, a .279 average, and a .748 OPS. Jacques Peterson, who came in as a pinch hitter, designated hitter, had 2 at-bats. He had no runs, 1 hit, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout, has a .286 average, and a .879 OPS. Geraldo Perdomo, activated off the injured list, had 4 at-bats. He had 1 run, 2 hits, 1 RBI, 1 walk, no strikeouts, a .286 average, and a .696 OPS. Diamondbacks hitters had 37 at-bats. They had 9 runs, 15 hits, 8 RBI, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. Jordan Montgomery, who started that game, went 5 2/3, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, and has a 6.58 ERA. He got the win in Game 1. Kevin Ginkel went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 3.42 ERA. Justin Martinez went 1 inning, allowed no runs, no earned runs, 1 hit, no walks, 1 strikeout, no home runs, and has a 0.38 ERA. Bryce Jarvis came in and went 2 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no home runs, and has a 3.79 ERA. Diamondbacks pitching pitched 9 innings, allowed 11 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 home run. In a 9-4 shellacking of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in Game 1. And then in Game 2, the Diamondbacks get shellacked as the Angels defeat the Diamondbacks 8-3. The Angels scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth, none in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. The Diamondbacks scored 1 in the seventh, 2 in the ninth. The Angels 8 runs, 14 hits, no errors. The Diamondbacks 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. And the winning pitcher was Jose Soriano. He's 4-5 with a 3.48 ERA. The loss went to Slade Ciccone. He's 1-5 with a 6.70 ERA. The scoring: Kevin Pillar doubled on a line drive to left fielder Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Luis Renifo scored, and it's 1-0 Angels. Then in the top of the second, Zach Neto homered, his 8th of the season, on a fly ball to left field, 2-0 Angels. Top of the third, Willie Calhoun singled on a sharp ground ball to right fielder Jake McCarthy. Nolan Shanuel scored, and it's 3-0 Angels. Joe Adell homered, his 12th of the season, and it was a 3-run home run on a fly ball to left center field. Zach Neto scored, Mickey Moniak scored, and it's 6-0 Angels. Luis Renifo singled on a line drive to center fielder Corbin Carroll. Luis Guillorme scored, and it's 7-0 Angels. Top of the sixth, umpire reviewed home run call on the field was overturned. Zach Neto doubled, his 15th of the season, on a fly ball to left fielder Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Matt Dice scored, and it's 8-0 Angels. Then in the bottom of the 8th, Christian Walker hits a solo home run, his 13th of the season, on a fly ball to center field, and it's 8-1 Angels. Ketel Marte hit a 2-run home run, his 14th of the season, on a fly ball to left field. Kevin Newman scored, and it's 8-3 Diamondbacks, and that was your ball game. Corbin Carroll in Game 2 had 4 at-bats. He had no runs, 1 hit, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, has a .213 average and a .608 OPS. Ketel Marte had 4 at-bats. He had 1 run, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, has a .282 average and a .859 OPS. Jock Peterson had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, has a .280 average and a .862 OPS. Randall Grichuk had 1 at-bat. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, a .313 average and a .839 OPS. Christian Walker had 4 at-bats. He had 1 run, 2 hits, 1 RBI, no walks, 1 strikeout, has a .255 average and a .798 OPS. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout, a .251 average, and a .694 OPS. Jake McCarthy had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout, a .276 average, and a .754 OPS. Gabriel Moreno had 1 at-bat. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, 2 walks, no strikeouts, has a .238 average, and a .663 OPS. Blaze Alexander had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, a .273 average, and a .732 OPS. Geraldo Perdomo had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, 1 hit, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout, a .290 average, and a .694 OPS. And Kevin Newman had no at-bats. He had 1 run, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, a .266 average, and a .675 OPS. The Diamondbacks had 29 at-bats. They had 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. And Slade Ciccone, who got rocked in that game, who started that game, went 3 innings, allowed 10 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts, 2 home runs, and has a 6.70 ERA. Scott McGough came in and went 2 1/3, allowed 3 hits, no runs, no earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 5.85 ERA. Vieira went 2 2/3, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, no home runs, and has a 6.33 ERA. And then Joe Mantiply went 1 inning, allowed no runs, no hits, no RBIs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no home runs, and has a 3.65 ERA. The Diamondbacks pitchers pitched 9 innings, allowed 14 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, 2 home runs, and the Diamondbacks fall in Game 2 by the score of 8-3. But then last night, the Diamondbacks win that series with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim by getting the win in Game 3 over the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim by a score of 11-1. And the Diamondbacks scored 3 in the first, 1 in the third, 6 in the seventh, and 1 in the 8th. And the Angels scored 1 in the 4th. The Angels had 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. The Diamondbacks 11 runs on 9 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher was Brandon Pfaadt. He's 3-5 with a 4.38 ERA. The loss was Griffin Canning, who's 2-7 with a 4.76 ERA. And let's take a look at the scoring now. In the bottom of the first, Christian Walker hit a 3-run home run, his 14th of the season, on a fly ball to left field. Ketel Marte scored, Jock Peterson scored, and it's 3-0 Diamondbacks. And then in the bottom of the third, Christian Walker hit a solo home run, his 15th of the season, on a fly ball to left center field, and it's 4-0 D-backs. Top of the fourth, Mickey Moniak singled on a line drive to center fielder Corbin Carroll. Logan O'Hoppe scored, and it's 4-1 Diamondbacks. And then Kevin Newman, a 2 RBI single on a line drive to right fielder Joe Adell. Eugenio Suarez scored, Gabriel Moreno scored, Kevin Newman to second, and it's 6-1 Diamondbacks. And then Jock Peterson hit a grand slam, his 8th of the season, to right center field. Kevin Newman scored, Corbin Carroll scored, Ketel Marte scored, and it's 10-1 Diamondbacks. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Jock Peterson, an RBI ground ball to center fielder Mickey Moniak. Gabriel Moreno scored, Kevin Newman to third, and it's 11-1 Diamondbacks And that is your final score. Sorry, guys, it is a hot one here. Let's take a look at the Corbin Carroll had 4 at-bats. He had 1 run, no hits, no RBIs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, a .210 average, and a .602 OPS. Ketel Marte had 4 at-bats. He had 2 runs, 1 hit, no RBIs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, a .282 average, and a .860 OPS. Jock Peterson had 4 at-bats. He had 2 runs, 2 hits, 5 RBIs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, a .286 average, and a .887 OPS. Christian Walker had 5 at-bats. He had 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, a .258 average, and a .821 OPS. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. had 4 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout, a .247 average, and a .684 OPS. Jake McCarthy had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, a .270 average, and a .744 OPS. Eugenio Suarez had 2 at-bats. He had 1 run, no hits, no RBIs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, a .195 average, and a .576 OPS. Gabriel Moreno had 3 at-bats. He had 2 runs, 1 hit, no RBIs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, a .240 average, and a .672 OPS. And then Kevin Newman had 4 at-bats. He had 1 run, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, a .278 average, and a .701 OPS. The Diamondbacks had 33 at-bats. They had 11 runs, 9 hits, 11 RBIs, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts. Brandon Pfaadt, who got the win, went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 4.38 ERA. Kevin Ginkel came in and went 1 inning, allowed no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 3.29 ERA. Ryan Thompson went 1 inning, allowed no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 0.96 ERA. And then Paul Sewald went 1 inning, allowed no runs, no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 0.79 ERA. The Diamondbacks pitching went 9 innings, allowed 6 runs, 1 hit, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, no home runs, and the Diamondbacks win Game 3 and the series 11-1. And now we are going to do the Chicago White Sox at Arizona Diamondbacks series preview. Game 1 tonight on my birthday, June 14th. It'll be Chris Flexen on the mound for the Chicago White Sox. He's 2-5 with a 5.06 ERA, 49 strikeouts. Ryan Nelson on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's 3-5 with a 5.96 ERA, 33 strikeouts. Batting first, playing left field, Corbin Carroll. He's got 2 home runs, 21 RBIs, 12 stolen bases, a .210 average, and a .602 OPS. Batting second, playing second base, switch hitter Ketel Marte. He's got 14 home runs, 37 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, a .282 average, and a .860 OPS. Batting third and playing the DH, he's batting left. He's got his Jock Peterson. He's got 8 home runs, 28 RBIs, 3 home runs, .286 average, and a .887 OPS. Batting fourth, the cleanup spot. Playing first base, Christian Walker, he bats right. He's got 15 home runs, 46 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, a .258 average, and a .821 OPS. Batting fifth, playing left field, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., he bats right. He's got 9 home runs, 41 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and a .247 average, and a .684 OPS. Batting sixth, playing right field, Randall Grichuk. He bats right. He's got 2 home runs, 14 RBIs, no stolen bases, a .313 average, and a .839 OPS. Batting seventh, playing third base, Eugenio Suarez. He bats right. He's got 5 home runs, 30 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, a .195 average, and a .576 OPS. Batting eighth, playing catcher. He bats left. Tucker Barnhart. He's got no home runs, 1 RBI, 1 stolen base, a .140 average, and a .465 OPS. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. He's a switch hitter. He's got no home runs, 3 RBIs, no stolen bases, a .290 average, and a .694 OPS. The Chicago White Sox. Let's see here. They come in at 18-52. The Arizona Diamondbacks come in at 33-36. So the Diamondbacks got to take advantage of that high ERA by flexing. They're going to try and jump on Nelson. So, you know, both teams are going to be trying to get into a slugfest. But the Chicago White Sox only have 18 wins and 52 losses. So this should be a series win for the Arizona Diamondbacks. But take game one, get Ryan Nelson some run support early and often. Game two tomorrow should also be a fun one. We will have Fede on the mound for the Chicago White Sox. The Diamondbacks haven't announced a pitcher yet. So, guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Stay tuned for my Chicago White Sox at Arizona Diamondbacks series recap. I'm not going to do a game-by-game pre or post show. I'm just going to do a series recap. And comment in the comment section below, like I said, on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Peace. Go Diamondbacks. Let's get back-to-back series wins. Let's beat the Chicago White Sox, and let's win this series and win game one on my birthday. Go Diamondbacks.